Hello everyone, we are back with our lovely scene. So as I said last time, we will work on the terrain and water, and for that I had few resources in my Epic channel. So usually every month Epic have few free asset, like for this month also you can check free for the month, like that. I was keep collecting like everybody else all the resources we were getting every month. So probably I thought like probably this will be the best time to use them in this. So I'm really fan of the work of Mavi. They have really phenomenal environments and biomes, and this was one of the simple landscape pack which was free. One of them, I don't know, it is unavailable for some reason, but it is available in my library. And then for the water, I was going to use these are by Epic and really nice waters you can make, and they're really light on the processing as well. So they're like very few node, but they create really nice water with foam, and you can play with the setting. And then when I was looking at it, I found I have this pack which is also unavailable for some reason, but I was not able to find it. So if I found it in my library, probably use these later on, but for now I will use these, right? So yeah, so these are the two. And the thing, I was looking at the mega scans, and there was really nice coastal tracks, and then there was this dry grassland. There's no renders for this, but on web there are really nice renders. So what I was mainly looking forward to the grass assets, because if you remember that we have some dry grass kind of field and then cliffs, so that I was planning to utilize. And then we have definitely Nordic cliffs, which was coastal cliff, and they have really nice coastal as well as high cliffs which can utilize in our sea. So this I was mainly planning to use to make my landscape and everything. So let's jump in Unreal, where I want to show a few more things. So what I was mainly thinking about the terrain, that I will sculpt it, right? And when you sculpt it more properly, that we can do it later on as well. But what I wanted to do is like export it and then process it in maybe like World Machine, and then get those nice terrain sediment detail, and then bring it back with the masks and everything to use it with the landscape, right? So you can import the layers. That what I was really planning to do. So let's see, let's try. I haven't tried any of those packs, so this will be the first time. I hope things go well. So I have already imported the water materials. Yeah, there is ocean. Is it? Oh, I have imported water material. So let's try dragging. Okay, we don't have segment. Cool. So our first part. So maybe we need to bring our mesh plane subdivided from our from Blender, and yeah, but revert it. So back, and let's try landscape, and we can check. Let me open the map. So here the scene is open, so as you can see this is beautiful. So what we can do as well, what I was thinking, because there is a lot of setup in here. Lighting is good, mood is good. Okay, there are some nice trees. Anyway, we were going to use this, so we can try coming to landscape and import it. And yeah, so that's what I was explaining. Like, yeah, we can export the file from here, from our landscape, and then process it and bring it back. So let's try doing that only. So I will quickly show the thing, so then we can, because I want to edit this to match it more, make it more different, because this doesn't make sense. But for now, like, if we, let's look at our, this is stiff, and this also the stiff lift. Edit that. Whenever I click box, this whole terrain box. Just making that rough block so we can get the idea. And definitely taller. This I will export to Blender, make the bridge again. This way we'll get the idea of height of the bridge as well. Maybe we can bend it and put off it comes here. Just checking a little bit of, we probably don't need it. So, because I really want to make that castle wall going into cliff, so we might not need the platform, just for the reference, the area. Not too crazy, just this little cast. Okay, obviously just things around, so should have done it before as well, but these kind of things help really well, because many times I believe so many people also face artist block. So if you don't feel like what should you do, how you should proceed, use the resources and use something, or just start with basic thing. Sometimes like you have block and you say like, okay, just do it for 5 minutes, see where it goes. If you're still not getting thing, then use the resources like I did. And now see the where from these 3 boxes came, right? All of a sudden, then you can just get the idea, you can improvise on top of it. Just remove this. This is a cliff off. Here goes the castle, so I will just these I will export to Blender, so I can also these boxes and this bridge. These 2 things I will make, and this we have to, maybe we should rotate it so we know where it lands, but it's okay. It's just okay. So I will export the terrain and try to make the show the concept, and then I will sculpt the terrain on the back end, so you guys don't have to watch. We'll explain it. So yeah, so we can go to landscape. Let's try exporting the file. So you can have any software you like. I'm not expert at it. I know how to do the basic things. Yeah, we'll load the file. Okay, 3D. So here we have formula view, and we can log review this. Then we can just build and check. So currently, it's very simple. So we can use the curves as well. Just simply add the curve, make the higher, the lower, more lower. Yeah, so simply, and then we can use the erosion. There is coastal erosion, there is erosion, right? Different kind of, so we can use both of them one by one. And there is a lot of settings, so you can play with how much you want, and for just to showcase calibrate coastal erosion afterwards. And then you can see there are some lines and everything is there. So what we can do, you can come here, and yeah, and with this it's good to add terraces, terrace, add. Right. So this will give it more room to erode it more, right? So that you can play with terrace settings, how many you want, and increase them. I think this will give us place, and you can just have a little bit of shape that you can erode more. And you can play like any other, you can blend some noise, so you get this. Let's just preview quickly. As you can see, you have much more erosion and nice detail. As we have a small terrain, this don't look that fancy, but if you have higher res textures, so this will look more better. See if we can this. I just wanted to show the concept, so I will play with it more later on. So imagine you have this, then you can export it. Yep. So yeah, you can make the raw 16. Okay, and to set the file, you can set the file path. Save it and then write. So it will write it. So we'll get back to and yeah, let's try importing it. Escape, import from file. I have the okay. So we can change this here. So just put there, because there was +1, so we can remove it. 505. Then, and for this size, you can go to the technical guidelines for the terrain, so that will. So as you can see, we have our terrain with more detail. Yep. So this there is this one thing which I still get confused sometimes, how the height of this thing work, because I remember long time back in Unity you can measure the height of the terrain, how big it is and where from it starts. I haven't used the Unity from, but there is this height. So I don't understand how you deal with that. Imagine if we want to keep this, can, but this seems too brutal, so we can, as you can see, this is not exactly, but yeah, this can work. So we can move the things around and apply. You see, we have things. We can still edit the terrain as per our need, and yeah, we can. And this is also nice because we can make a river here. Although our player can jump across, but I was thinking of adding a bridge across this, and this can act as our river, and water is coming from somewhere there. And yeah, so this is how you can just take your sculpted terrain and take it to World Machine, bring it back, or any other. I love the scale of the terrain. So let's try importing it in the movie scene, and then we can just bring the asset or these assets back there. So let's see. So we have our scene open. Let's see, it has testing here. Let's save it. 01, maybe 02, 01 because the second test. So okay, do we have a third clip? Allow them. Let's try. Let's see if it works with simply. Okay, it's already created. Let's do that because we can scale it back. Sorry. So this one need 2017. So let's just quickly get it, because this don't work, because we might have to recreate it because the landscape is too big and we don't need that big, and our landscape will not work that scale. So what we can do, can resize it, match that. See if I tone it down. This is, let's see, this has a weird resolution. Let's see. So it's weird because this will make the landscape bigger, but let's try. Although sample particular, no. So we'll make 481 by 481. important, but look. So go back. Let's see. Okay. So we can reset this one. Same as station and everything is there. Have our we have our everything. Have everything here. So here we have everything. We can still sculpt it. Let's build our play start. Let's try. Yeah, but still, it's a big space, but I think still it is not that big. We can manage. Okay. So let's add our plane. Only this is infinite. What's this? Source. Alright, we'll find it later. So for the water plan we saw we need a plane with some subdivisions. Then let's check if the water materials have meshes. So because I'm just looking at them this time, so good, looks good. As I need a plane slender, so I think create plane. Water plane. Still have this polygon.